Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namao Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayade girim nitkrpatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So, I would like to welcome all of you for today's satsang. So, we are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is. Now, we are discussing the chapter number 1. So, let's begin from there. From where we left is 19th verse of first chapter. So, we'll be continuing from here, from the 20th verse. So we have seen the blowing of conch shells, right? And different conch shells names also we studied in the last class. Anybody remembers the name of conch shells? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Lord
Yeah.
Krishna, Panchajanya, Arjuna, Devdanta, Bhima, Pandram, Yudhishthir, Anant Vijay, Nakula, Sughosh, and Sadev, Manipushpak.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Very good. So all the 5 Pandavas and Krishna's conch shell names now Prabhu has said. Very good. Thank you, Prabhu. And we have seen, the sign. These are the signs of victory. Because when Kauravas, when they heard the conch shells of Pandavas and Krishna, their heart shattered. Right? That is also being said here. The blowing of various conch shell became, it shattered and it was completely vibrating in the sky and on the earth. So this has been said. But when Kauravas, when they blew the conch shell, nothing happened to Pandavas. They were absolutely normal. That's because they had complete confidence in Krishna. the sound and the conscious sound of Bhishma and Duryodhana or anybody, or even Dronacharya, it did not cause any kind of heartbreaking for the Pandavas. The reason is that they had complete confidence in Krishna. They had taken complete shelter of Krishna, Sharanagati. So, if we are taking the shelter of Krishna completely, then nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear, even in the midst of the greatest calamity. So, that's the power of Krishna's shelter. Means, if you are taking shelter of Krishna, completely depending on Krishna, then He is there with us. We don't have to worry. This is many times we are forgetting this. Always, not many times. We always think that some other things will come and help. Some situation or some people or whatever will be helping me in all the times. We have that misconception. Actually, nobody can save us. Nobody can protect us other than Krishna. This is the fact. This is the biggest of all facts. He is the only person who is with us always. He is the only person whom we can rely upon. Very important. We can't rely upon anybody in this world, anybody or anything in this world. I mean to say completely. Of course, family members and all our dear and near ones, maybe we can rely on them, but again there is a limitation for that also, up to an extent. The reason is that, see, all the relationships in this world, it could be any relationships. All the relationships in this world, basically, it's like you serve me, you do something good for me, I will do something good for me. That is the principle. If tomorrow, if I am not doing good for somebody else, then that person will become our enemy. This is the world. This is the world we are living in. It could be any relationship. Any relationship. We can't say any close relationship also. There is a lot of selfishness behind that. If you scratch my back, I will scratch your back. That's the principle, because this is the principle of this material world is completely, in fact, the modes of material nature it's behaving like this actually. We can't do anything. What to do? Plus the conditioning of all of us. So everything is coming into picture, and we are not. The situation is that we can't depend upon anybody for all the times, but we can depend upon one person all the times, in any circumstance, any situation, not only in this life, any lives, billions of lives, infinite, always, eternally we can rely on this one person, that is Krishna, because he was with us before. When we were not, it's not that when we got this human form, we got Krishna, or Krishna is with us. Krishna is with us always, throughout. When we were in the body of an animal, Krishna was with us. When we were in the body of an insect, Krishna was with us. When we were in the body of an worm, Krishna was with us. In anybody else of this world, can we say that they were with us? And do we think that anybody will be there with us tomorrow? How many will be there? Okay, tomorrow we came to know by Krishna's mercy that next life I am going to become an animal. So if you are asking our partner or our children or our father or mother, are you ready to take up the body of an animal in the next life? I am going to take a body of animal. Will you come and assist me, or will you come and be with me? How many will say yes? Difficult. Maybe externally they may say sometimes, wherever you go, I am there. But it is all, again, it is all not truth. That will change. Hmm. But the relationship with Krishna never will, it will never change, and we can completely trust on him, nobody else. So that faith Pandavas had on Krishna. They had taken complete shelter of Krishna. That is why they were completely fearless. Completely fearless. So if we want to be fearless, if we want to be, if we want to have this feeling which Pandavas had, that in any circumstance, any situation, whatever is going to happen, we don't care, we don't have any problem, but we know that Krishna is with us. So that's the confidence. So great, right? It's not an easy thing to attain, by the way. Anyway, let's go ahead. Ata vyavasthitan drishtva dhradarashtraन् kapitwajah pravritte shastra sampate dhanur udyama pandavah rishikesham tada vakyam idam aha mahipate. Yes, can someone read, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
अथा व्यवस्थित तान दष्टादतराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वज प्रवत्ते शस्त्र संपाते धनुरुद्यम पांडवः ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदम् आह महीपते.
Thank you, Prabhu. Somebody else, please read the translation for all of us.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pantu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here we can see now Arjuna has taken the bow. He is ready to go for fighting, but we will see what will happen. Initially, yes, he was he took the arrows. He's preparing himself for fighting, and he is seated in the chariot, and this chariot is very, very special. And this chariot has a flag marked with Hanuman. Hanuman was there on the flag. We will see that Srila Prabhupada is explaining the purport, the significance of Hanuman in the flag. So Hanuman is there on the flag, and after looking the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in the military array, Arjuna then spoke to Krishna these words. So now Arjuna is going to speak to Krishna. After seeing all the Kauravas, Dhritarashtra's army or Duryodhana's army, then he is going to speak now. Srila Prabhupada's purport, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The battle was just about to begin. It is understood from the above statement that the sons of Dhritarashtra were more or less disheartened by the unexpected arrangement of the military force by the Pandavas, who were guided by the direct instructions of the Lord Krishna on the battlefield. So we have discussed also this before, that the sons of Dhritarashtra, they were disheartened, their hearts got shattered by even just by hearing the counsel. Then what to speak of the military arrangement? By seeing the military arrangement by the Pandavas, they were all actually, their confidence was not that much. And because on the other hand, on the Pandava side, they were fully confident. They had in fact very less number of Sainya with them. If you see the Sainya, the military strength of Kauravas and Pandavas, we can say that Pandavas had only 40%, or not even 30%, we can say. But Kauravas had so much. The size of army was big, much bigger than Pandavas. But Krishna was with Pandavas. That was the strength. Even if it is only one Arjuna or one Bhima, like only just five Pandavas. Just imagine, only if it was just five Pandavas and Krishna. That's all. Even everybody in this world is with Kauravas also. Who is going to win? Krishna side. Wherever Krishna is there, wherever the devotees like Arjuna is there, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, tatra partho dhanurdara, tatra shri vijayo bhodir, dhruva nidir matir mama. Wherever Krishna is there, wherever pure devotee like Arjuna is there, the victory will be on that side. So like that. So here Pandavas were basically, they were peaceful, but Kauravas were not peaceful, seeing the army of Pandavas. The emblem of Hanuman on the flag of Arjuna is another sign of victory, because Hanuman cooperated with Lord Rama in the battle between Rama and Ravana, and the Lord Rama emerged victorious. So we know this story, we know it's Ramayana, we have heard. So in the Ramayana we have seen, we know that Hanuman was with Rama, and Lord Ram won the battle against Ravana. So here there is a significance, that means because Krishna is with Arjuna, and Hanuman was with Rama and Lakshman, right? And they won, right? Similarly, now Rama and Hanuman here on the chariot of Arjuna is there. Rama is there. Rama is Krishna. Hanuman is also there. Both of them are actually blessing and helping Arjuna to win. So Lord Krishna is Rama, whereas wherever Lord Rama is, wherever the Lord Rama is, his eternal servitor Hanuman and his eternal consort Sita, the goddess of fortune, are present. So wherever Rama is there, definitely his very dear servitor, servant Hanuman will be there. So here Lord Krishna is there, so Hanuman is also there. And wherever there is Krishna or Rama or Vishnu, the goddess of fortune is also there. So here, so wherever the goddess of fortune is present, the victory will be on that side, right? So like that. So wherever Krishna is there, then definitely the victory will be there. So therefore, Arjuna had no cause to fear any enemies whatsoever. And above all, the Lord of the senses, Lord Krishna, was personally present to give him direction. Thus, all good counsel was available to Arjuna in the matter of executing the battle in such auspicious conditions arranged by the Lord for his eternal devotee lay the signs of assured victory. So, we have seen Arjuna was confident, Pandavas were confident because Krishna is with them. So that is the point. So they did not have any problem. And also we can see so many other signs also for the victory of Pandavas. That is, one is Hanuman's chariot. Hanuman is there on the flag of the chariot. And this chariot which Arjuna had was given by Agni Deva, and that chariot was not ordinary chariot. It is very, very special chariot actually. So it can, it is said that it can conquer, that chariot can conquer in all the four directions. So very powerful chariot he had. And of course, Krishna is also with them, right? So these are the signs of victory. So let's go ahead, move forward, 21 and 22. Arjuna Vaja, now Arjuna is going to speak to Krishna. Let's see what he is going to speak. Right. Very famous verse. Senayorubayor madhye ratam stapaya me achyuta yavat etan niriksheham yodhu kaman avastitan Kermaya sahayodhavyam asmin rana samudhyame. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Uvacha Senayoruphayor Madhye Ratham Stapayamechyuta यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धु कामानवस्थितान् कर्मया सह योद्धव्यामस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे.
Thank you. Somebody please
Hare,
translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Arjuna said, "O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see who is present here, who is desirous of fighting, and with whom I must contend in this great battle attempt." Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So
Thank you.
Arjuna said, O Krishna, Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Ratam Stapaye me Achyuta. He's telling Krishna, please take this chariot, take my chariot between the two armies. Because Krishna is a chariot driver. Right? So, in this verse, we can see Arjuna is giving instruction to Krishna, and Krishna is ready to follow the instructions of Arjuna. So, devotee is giving instruction to Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and Krishna is very happy to follow that instruction because he is so. Krishna is so merciful. Otherwise, just think about it. Who is ready to take up a low grade post of a driver? In this world, nobody is ready to take up the position of a driver. I mean, the sense, of course, a person who is highly scholared, highly educated, who has the capacity, or who is working as a CEO, whatever it is, and if we are asking him to take the driver's job, he will be doing that? No. Right? So, but Krishna is ready to do that for his dear friend Arjun. And not only just taking the position of a driver means then he is becoming a subordinate to the boss actually. So now in this case Arjuna is the boss. The chariot belongs to Arjun. See, he say, please draw my chariot. He is saying, Arjuna is saying, my chariot, my car. So we are saying like, oh, driver, please take my car to this place. So driver is taking us there. Likewise, Arjuna is telling here, and Krishna is very, very happily accepting this instructions. And he is doing that because he is Bhakta Valsala. Bhakta Valsala means he is ready to do anything for his devotees. And he takes lots of pleasure also from that. Aham Bhakta Paradino Yaswadandra Ibaddoja. This beautiful verse comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. All of you would be heard that. All of you would have heard that pastime. So there, Krishna is saying to Durvasa Muni that I am sorry, Durvasa Muni, I can't do anything because I am the subservient of my devotees. Aham Bhakta Paradino. So like that. So here also we can see that's the love and reciprocation of Supreme Lord with his devotees. Now Arjuna wanted to see what is happening, and he wanted to see actually who are all there on the opposite side, and so just to see the armies, he asked Krishna to take the chariot between the armies. Srila Prabhupada's transcendental purports. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, see, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed here as infallible. So there is a beautiful word here, infallible. Here it's Srila Prabhupada is saying that, O infallible one, Arjuna is addressing Krishna. Achyuta. Achyuta is the name of Krishna. So Achyuta, the meaning of Achyuta is infallible. Infallible means who will never whom we can always trust, or who will never change his mind, or what, not mind in the sense, his what to say, he will never fall down from a position. We can say, have different meanings of infallible. So basically, here Srila Prabhupada is saying why he is called as Achyuta, because he never fails in his affection for his devotees. He is always loving his devotees, and he is ready to do any service for the devotee. He had to, okay, as charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed here as infallible. We already discussed this, right? He is not hesitated to take up the service of a driver, and that is why he is called as infallible. In fact, one more point is there. We should understand, even though he is taking the position of a driver, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. That we should not forget. whatever positions he takes, whatever forms he takes, he is still Supreme Personality of Godhead. For example, when Krishna came as Varahadev, he was not just an animal Varaha. He was still a Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he took the incarnation of Matsya or Kurma, he was still Supreme Lord only. So similarly, even if he is taking the position of a driver, he is definitely a Supreme Lord, but he is doing service to his devotees. So that is why he is called as infallible. So although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rishikesha, the Lord of total senses. So he is being addressed as Rishikesha also. So Rishikesha means the master of senses, right? So the relationship between Lord and the servitor is very sweet and transcendental. Srila Prabhupada is saying that. That's the relationship between the Lord and his servitor. His servant is very sweet and transcendental. Transcendental means it's not the relationship of this world. It is completely spiritual. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord. And similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. So there is always a competition between devotee and Krishna. I want to serve. The devotee will always think that I want to serve Krishna. Krishna will say that I want to serve. Krishna will say I want to serve my devotee. So there is always, both of them are actually taking or always seeking an opportunity to render some service. And Krishna takes great pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being giving of orders. Since he is the master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. What a beautiful characteristics or quality of the Supreme Lord is this. He is taking great pleasure in serving his devotees. Generally in this world, just imagine, dear devotees, just think what is happening in this world. Everybody would like to give orders to others, and everybody will be happy if somebody is there to serve them. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is basically, he is ready to do service to his devotees. He is taking a lot of pleasure, transcendental pleasure in serving his devotees. So that's the beauty of, that's the character of Krishna. So nice. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield they were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding on unwanted war. So Arjuna actually did not want to fight before also, now also he will say, but before also he said, why we have to fight? I don't want to fight with the cousins and brothers. But it was, even Krishna tried. We have already discussed this before also. Krishna also went as a Shanti Doot and tried to make Duryodhana understand. But Duryodhana was not ready to listen to Krishna. He was very obstinate, he was very stubborn, and he was never agreeable to any kind of peaceful negotiation. And that resulted in the war. So here there is no question of peacemaking. Arjuna is not asking in that way that, okay, there is no chance of peacemaking now, because already all the soldiers, everybody is in the battlefield. Now no more turning back, So Arjuna knew this. At the same time, he wanted to see again who are all standing there. He wanted to see them again. So that is what, and he was, Srila Prabhupada saying here is that he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon depending on a war, unwanted war. So this is an unwanted war from Arjuna's perspective. And so Arjuna wanted to see how much they are interested still, they are enthusiastically come to fight. So from Arjuna's point of view, if you in one context, if we see, yes, it was an unwanted war. If there was a proper behavior and proper nature, if Duryodhana had, then this was not required. But since he did not have that character, and then Krishna wanted this war to happen, because the reason is that dharma should always win, adharma should not win, should not prevail, right? Should not overtake. Then what will happen? Then everybody will become adharmis, right? So that is the case. So Krishna wanted to remove adharmis. So that is why war was also inevitable. But now Arjuna will tell that I will not fight. Let's see what he is going to say. Yochyamanam aveksheham ya etatra samagataha dhratarashtrasya durbuddher yuddhe priya chirikshavaha. Yuddhe priya chikirshavaha. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yolsyamananava aveksheham ya edetra samagadaha dhartarashtrasya durbuddhe yukte priyachikirshavaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Translation, somebody please. Yeah? Yes?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Translation. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So here we can see Arjuna is saying that let me see who are all there, who has come to fight to please evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra, who is Duryodhana, right? So Srila Prabhupada's purport: it was an open secret that Duryodhana wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans in collaboration with his father Dhritarashtra. Therefore, all persons who had joined the side of Duryodhana must have been birds of the same feather. So we can understand, we have already discussed about this. Duryodhana wanted to completely, uproot Pandavas, and Dhritarashtra agreed to this plan, and all the others supporting Duryodhana were also present. And Srila Prabhupada is saying that it is like that they are all the birds of the same feather. They all have the same mentality. So Arjuna wanted to see them on the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. Arjuna did not have that mindset now, that peace negotiation, because already he tried. Peace negotiation, he knows that he knew that it will not happen. He will say in the coming verses that I will not fight, but that is not peace negotiation. It is like he is kind of escaping from the battlefield. Peace negotiation means something like we are both the parties should agree, right? So Pandavas are ready to do that, but Kauravas are not ready. But still he wanted to see who are all there in the battlefield. So it was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face. Although he was quite confident of the victory because Krishna was sitting by his side. So Srila Prabhupada making one point also that Arjuna wanted to also understand the strength of the opposite party so that he can do the needful, he can do his arrangements accordingly. And at the same time, he was completely confident that the victory will be with us because Krishna is on their side. So that is what is being said in the 23rd verse. Now let's see Sanjaya Vacha. Evam ukto rishi kesho gudakeshena bharata senayorubayor madhye stapayitva ratotamam.
Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhuji. Sanjay Vacha. Eva mukto hishikesho gudakeshena bharata senayo ubhayo madhye sthapayitva ratha uttamam.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharata, being thus addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So Sanjay is narrating to Dhritarashtra, right? So now he is saying that now Arjuna, after hearing Arjuna's instruction, Krishna is taking the chariot in the midst of the armies. Srila Prabhupada's purport, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this verse, Arjuna is referred to as Gudakesha. So in the verse, we can see he is addressed as Gudakesha. Here, Gudakesha. So he's why? Here Srila Prabhupada says, Gudaka means sleep, and one who conquers sleep is called Gudakesha. One who conquers sleep is called Gudakesha. So Srila Prabhupada is giving further meaning of this. Why? Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of the friendship with Krishna. There are two meanings actually for Gudakesha. Basically, Gudakesha means one who conquers the sleep. One meaning is that Arjuna was, when he was learning the military arts from Dronacharya, so he goes to the school, military school, and learn the arts, the military arts, and come back to home the whole night without sleeping. He practiced what he has learned. Such a great student. See, just imagine. Whatever he has learned from Dronacharya, he used to practice that in the night without sleeping. So that is the reason Arjuna has this, he has one more name, that Gudakesh, who has conquered the sleep. That's one meaning of Gudakesh. Another meaning, our Srila Prabhupada says here, sleep also means ignorance. So ignorance means, we know what ignorance has many layers of meaning. Ignorance, the first meaning could be identification of ourself, means understanding that we are not basically this body, external body, we are all soul and Krishna's part and parcels. So that is first understanding of our first so without having that understanding, that means we are in ignorance, basically. Hmm. So Arjuna was a pure devotee. Actually, he is a pure devotee. Though he had some doubts, that doubts and some, what to say, some temporary confusions he had, that he will speak in the coming verses. But otherwise, of course, he is a pure devotee. So he is a devotee. A pure devotee will never be in ignorance. Hmm? And all his ignorance will be cleared off, because he will have some kind of confusions which can be called as which can be considered as ignorance in one context. So all his ignorance will be removed by Krishna, by speaking Bhagavad Gita, right? And because of that friendship with Krishna, he is also called as Gudakesh. So Gudakesh has two meanings. One is, of course, conquering the sleep, conquering the actual sleep, or conquering the ignorance, which is also considered to be sleep only. Yeah. So as a great devotee of Krishna, he could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Srila Prabhupada is saying wonderful point. Smartavyam sadatam Vishnum vismartavyam najajujit. Sarva vidhi nisheshadyor etayor eva kinkara. There is one beautiful verse in the Shastras saying that Smartavyam sadatam Vishnum. That Smartavyam means remembering Krishna, and Vismartavyam na jajujit means never forget Krishna. So Krishna is, so that verse says, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Sarva vidhi. Sarva vidhi means all scriptures or all rules and regulations, are all other rules and regulations of this world, whatever it could be scriptural injunctions or anything. All other rules and regulations are subservient of these two things. What is that? These two things? Always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. So that is the highest, or we can say the topmost vidhi, topmost rule, or topmost rule or regulation, which has been said in Shastra. So here a devotee, a pure devotee, will never forget Krishna even for a single moment. That is the nature of a devotee. Either in walking or in sleep, a devotee of the Lord can never be free from thinking of Krishna's names, forms, qualities and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. This is called Krishna consciousness or samadhi. So nice. Good. So high, but so high level also. Always thinking of Krishna in different ways, either his name or form or qualities or pastimes. So a pure devotee, we are talking about a pure devotee, he will be always thinking of Krishna in different ways. And thus a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. So always thinking of Krishna, all the ignorance will be gone, and that is the proper samadhi, or proper, we can say, Krishna consciousness. As Rishikesha, or the director of the senses and the mind of every living entity, Krishna could understand Arjuna's purpose in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies. Thus he did so and spoke as follows. So Krishna understood why Arjuna asked him to keep the chariot in the midst of the armies, and but still he did not say now. He is not saying anything now. He wanted to hear from Arjuna what he is going to speak. let Arjuna speak now. After that, I will give a reply to him. So very patiently, Krishna is going to hear actually from Arjuna. Throughout this chapter, we can see so many verses. Arjuna is speaking, and Krishna is patiently listening to that. And in the second chapter, he starts speaking. First chapter, Krishna is not speaking anything. So like that. Okay, we can take a few more verses. भीष्म द्रोण प्रमुखातः सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुन् इति. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bhishmadrona pramukataha sarvesham च महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यताम् समवेतान् कुरुनिति. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Translation, please.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, "Just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here." Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So, in the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all other chieftains of the world, Lord said, "Just behold, Partha." So here, Arjuna, see, Krishna has not started. Here, Krishna is basically here, but it is not said here. See, here it is not said Bhagavanu Vacha. So actually, Sanjay is narrating. Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra, right? So even though in the verse, in the translation we see that Lord is saying, telling actually indirectly to Arjuna, or Lord is telling to Arjuna that now see who all are assembled here, because he has taken the chariot in the midst of the army, and now Arjuna is seeing the part, all the soldiers, all the military formations, arrangements. Srila Prabhupada's purport: as the super soul of all living entities, Lord Krishna could understand what was going on in the mind of Arjuna. The use of the word Rishikesha in this connection indicates that he knew everything. So Rishikesha, the meaning of the word Rishikesha is one who is the master of the senses. So mind is a sense, manashashtani indriyani. So Arjuna's mind, Krishna knew what is going on the mind of Arjuna. All the confusions in Arjuna's mind, Krishna knew, because he is a Rishikesha, who is a master of all senses. So that is the reason he is being addressed here as Rishikesha, who knows everything. And the word Partha, meaning the son of Pritha or Kunti, is also similarly significant in reference to Arjuna. So as a friend, he wanted to inform Arjuna that because Arjuna was the son of Pritha, the sister of his own father Vasudeva, he had agreed to be the charioteer of Arjuna. So we know that Vasudeva's sister is Kunti and Arjuna's mother is Kunti. So they have Krishna and Arjuna, both of them are related, right? They having a relation also. Not as a devotee and as a Krishna, but in the pastime also there is a relation. Okay, anyway. Now what did Krishna mean when he told Arjuna to behold the Kurus? Did Arjuna want to stop there and not fight? Krishna never expected such things from the son of his aunt Pritha. The mind of Arjuna was thus predicted by Lord in friendly joking. So Krishna was kind of joking. Srila Prabhupada is saying, or Acharya says. So Arjuna, he is addressing as Pritha. The reason is that Pritha, because she is a Kshatriyani, basically. She is Vasudeva is a Kshatriya, and Kunti is a Kshatriyani, and definitely the son of Arjuna, he is a Kshatriya and he has to do the needful, right? So he is never expected to run away from the battlefield, right? So that is why he is speaking here. He is addressing his as Pritha, because your mother is very bold, and she is very bold, and she will never because she had all the qualities of a Kshatriyani, and Krishna is expecting that Arjuna will also follow in the footsteps of his mother, and he will not run away from the battlefield. So that is why he is being addressed as Pritha here. Okay. So that's the 25th verse. I believe we can take two more verses before we conclude. So here in this 26th and 27th verse, Arjuna is seeing all kinds of his relatives. He is seeing all his relatives actually in the battlefield. Let's see. Tatra pashyasti tan partah pitrin atha pitamahan आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रन् सखींस्तथा श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोर उपयोरपि. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. तत्र पश्यस्थितान् पार्था पितृनथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातृपुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Translation, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
There Arjuna could see in the midst of the armies of both parties his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his fathers-in-law and well-wishers. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So many, Arjuna is seeing so many people on the other side, on the on the opposite party. So he is seeing Pitran, fathers. Fathers means there are so many seniors like fathers, like his father, or who is in the same age of his father. Like for example, there was it is said that in Mahabharata, Bhurishrava is one of the senior person, like he is in the position of a father, like his own father Pandu. And Pitamahan, grandfathers are there. Who are those? Grandfather is of course our Bhishma Pitamaha. Bhishma is a Pitamaha, and then like Bhishma, there is another elderly person who is Somadatta. He is also there. Then Acharyan means the teachers. There are teachers like Dronacharya, then Kripacharya. So both of them are teachers. So Acharyans are there. Then Matulan. Matulan means uncles or maternal uncles, like Shalya, Shakuni. All of them are maternal uncles. And then Bhartrin. Bhartrin means brothers. Brothers like Duryodhana and his brothers Dushasana, Vikarna, and all those people. All are like brothers. Now he is saying Putran. Putran means the sons. There are so many sons, like the sons of Duryodhana, and many are there. So there are like sons for Arjuna. Now Pautran means grandsons are also there. So grandsons were also there, I mean in that age. Then Sakhi means friends, like same age, like we can say Ashwatthama, the son of he is the son of Dronacharya. Ashwatthama is Sakhi, I mean he is in that age category. Then Swasuran means father-in-laws. Father-in-laws are there, I mean in that category. Suhridas, then well-wishers are there, like Kritavarma. So all of them are there in the battlefield. And we need to understand, he is now speaking from, he is seeing the two sides, not only one side, not only he is seeing the Kauravas army, he is seeing all the sides, I mean both the sides of the army, and seeing who are all there actually. Because there are well-wishers also on the sides of in the sides of Pandavas, of course, but Pandavas side, of course, they are all well-wishers of Pandavas. Even on the opposite sides also, there were somebody who had some affection. Of course, Bhishma had full love and affection towards Pandavas, but still he was on the other side. We have already discussed the reason, etc. Anyway, the translation, Arjuna could see all these armies, different categories have been said. We already discussed. Srila Prabhupada in the purport, he says, on the battlefield, Arjuna could see all kinds of relatives. He could see person like Bhurishrava, who is a father, contemporary, grandfathers Bhishma, Somadatta, teachers like Dronacharya, Kripacharya, maternal uncles like Shalya, Shakuni, brothers like Duryodhana, sons like Lakshmana, friends like Ashwatthama, well-wishers like Kritavarma, etc. So we already discussed this. He could see also the armies which contain many of his friends also. So like that, he saw many. So last verse for today. तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेय सर्वान् बन्धून् अवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन् idam अब्रवीत्.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेय सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yes, translation please. Anybody?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So after seeing all these different different personalities, friends, relatives and all, he became overwhelmed now. He became overwhelmed with compassion. Oh, why should I fight? Why should I kill all of them? He had. So out of compassion he had such thoughts. And he is going to speak now. He is going to speak to Krishna that I will not fight. And he is saying, giving so many reasons for that actually. Different reasons he is saying. And by Krishna willing, we will see those in the next classes. Okay, so from 28 onwards, from the verse 28 onwards to almost towards the end of the chapter, now Arjuna is going to speak the reasons of why he will not fight. Okay, so Krishna willing, we will continue in the next class. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Pranams.
Hare Krishna.